Hey guys, wanted to talk to you about weariness. My oh my, it happens to the best of us, and usually at the most inopportune time, like this summer when I experienced a real patch of weariness. It was no surprise. I've been very, very busy. I don't like to be busy. In fact, I don't even like to say I'm busy. Um, I have seasons of busyness, but it's a real full life to me, and so I like to describe it in a full life rather than I'm busy, because it's all good and it's things that I'm choosing to do. But yet, when lots of deadlines are crashing in and when we have work or family obligations, there are seasons where I don't like to use it, but we can be busy. And that happened to me this summer. Mine was with a lot of different deadlines. I'm running my Smart Kids business, I'm getting the book published, and one day I had so many decisions, and this had been week after week after week, just many, many decisions, pile on, pile on, pile on. You get the idea. And so this afternoon came along and I had to make some really important decisions pretty quick about some really detailed things. Now, I'm not so big on the detailed things of life. I'm more of a big picture visionary. I get the whole view from, skyline view up here. I'm not the nitty gritty person. That drives me crazy. I need to have people help me with those things. But this afternoon, in particular, I found that there was no one to help me with these decisions. I reached out to a couple of people and there was no one, and I felt like my back was against the wall. Here I was on another deadline. It was very important and I had to do this. I just had to buckle up and do it. And I did it, but at the end, I was so weary. I mean, it was like, God, we have wrung this dish rag totally dry. I was almost ill. I was so over all of it. And as I thought about it and just how long I had been driving and getting everything done, I was next to tears. Literally, I think I did cry. I thought, here I am writing a book on persevering, and I'm having to persevere so hard through this publishing process that I'm undone. I'm just undone. God, I'm so over it. How can this even be? And so I thought, I've been here before. I know what I need to do. And what I do is usually, if it's summertime, I fix a big cold glass of ice water or tea or lemonade. If it's winter time, I fix a hot beverage, coffee, tea, whatever I might have, hot chocolate, and I go to my back porch. You guys know I love my back porch, and I just sit there and I cry, I drink my beverage, and I just listen. I say, I pour out my heart to God and say, I am so over this. I'm so done. I can't do this anymore. And I just let it all out to him and just wait and listen and rest. And before long, it's not long before he comes around close and just, it feels like he holds me and he says, honey, it's okay. I'm here. You were never meant to strive. You were never meant to get to this point. You are not built to be a burden carrier. You try to carry these burdens and you're just unequipped for it. So no wonder it wears you out. Come to me and let me refresh you. Let me speak words of life to you. Let me love you back to a place of wholeness and health and rest and beauty, so that you can find strength. The joy of the Lord is our strength. And I had just been in a cycle where I had not been letting him fill my cup for all that I had to do. And so I just let him love on me. I just sat there and I rested in his presence and just really didn't do much of anything but just sit and be. And that's what he told me. He said, one of the things that I want you to pay attention to is that you weren't built for burden carrying and you weren't built for strife. You have to understand that I just want you to walk with me through the days and trust me with all that you have going. Even in the busy times, even when your plate is full, I want you to take the time to feel my presence with you and take me along the journey with you and let me show you and direct your steps so that you don't get in this predicament. And he said, remember, I'm not about perfectionism. I'm about presence. You being with me, Julie, and me being with you. And that's what interests me, is that he is with me and I'm with him. And it's not about perfectionism, it's about presence. And it's about showing up and trusting instead of trying to do it all myself and figure it all out. And that afternoon, he gave me some steps that I have been following since then so that I don't get in that predicament. And if you keep reading in the blog, you'll find those 4 things that he talked to me about in battling weariness. And so read those steps and please leave me a comment. What are ways I can pray for you? What weariness are you experiencing in these days? And again, let's together lock arm in arm and encourage one another with the Word of God and His presence and the support of one another. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.